ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Just Plain Living. I'm John Gray.
I'm Peggy Burton.
And I'm Jim Fuller.
We are glad to be here.
We're glad to be here. Very glad to be here. You know, those tenors were great at South Jackson.
They were good, weren't they?
They were very good. And as I was telling you earlier, it made me realize again how phenomenal Pavarotti was, because it took 3 of them to sing what he did by himself. You know.
I thought it was educational as well as entertaining.
It took 3 of them to do that?
Well, I mean, and they planned some of that, and they scripted it, some of it that way.
Yeah.
Well, so that they all 3 could sing, yeah.
But one of them sang the high part, and the other, and I don't think the guy who sang the high part could get to the low part, and the guy who sang the low part probably couldn't get to the high part.
I can identify with that. All the years we did karaoke shows, that's the way it was.
That's the way it was.
Yeah.
You just hoped the song was in your key, right?
And I loved. I always had this rule: if people would occasionally request Tony Bennett, "Left My Heart in San Francisco," I could actually do that song. But when I did that song, I'm done for the day. It's over.
That's all you got, right?
I took everything I had. Yeah.
Mac the Knife kind of does that as well. That's one of those songs that if you get it right, it takes a lot of energy and a lot of effort.
And it always depended on what time of the night it was. If it was really early, you need to get it right. If it's 11 o'clock, it probably ain't all that big a deal.
And what was really cool about it is, if it wasn't in your key, there's a button over there that you go.
You get it in your key. I hope everybody knows that the next and the last performing arts event is the Blues Brothers tribute.
And that's when? In April?
That's April 27th. And
that'll be good.
That'll be big time.
Great,
that'll be a big time.
I think it's about 8 performers, and then the 2 that do the brothers. They're hysterical. Anyway, I hope we'll have
a lot going on. We have a lot of folks on the show today. We're going to have kind of a short opening. So there's a couple of things I want to bring up, and that is the Jazz Night Out, which is a fundraiser for the Tullahoma High School Band. Is March the 8th at King's Cross Church at 7 to 10. So they have a 3-hour show.
They do a great job. They all have things you can buy dessert, have coffee, have something to drink. You can enter into the auction. They have lots of things
stuff
to
going
raise
on.
money for the kids.
Cat Murray's show, History Told by Her, the Michael Jackson tribute, is March the 9th, and that is Saturday night at South Jackson Civic Center at 7 p.m.
Another good cause.
The Franklin County Longbeards. Longbeards are having a turkey calling event, and that's at Arnold Lakeside Center, and that's March the 9th from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Do you know how to call a turkey?
Here, turkey, I guess, but I'm sure that's
Come here, Andrew.
I think they go gobble.
Come here, Bob.
Yeah.
The bridal show at the Cokers is this Saturday, and that they open over there, I think, around 10, and so they'll have a bridal event at the Cokers, and West Africa Meets Hip Hop. That's Hands On with Zig, and that is a event at the Lanham Memorial Library, March 21st from 1:30 p.m. until 2:30 p.m. So it's an hour show, hip hop show, free music.
Just about
at Lanham Library. So
you can see it right here in
Tullahoma. A lot of things going on.
This should be happy birthday week for you, right, John?
Yesterday.
Happy birthday, John.
Back here?
Happy birthday to you. Is that your happy birthday?
Yeah. All right, our camera person's over here giving us directions. Yeah, he's finally 39.
Happy birthday.
This may be his second trip around 39. We're not sure.
64. Will you still need me?
Will you still need me?
You know what? That's what's on the inside of my wedding ring.
Will you still need
me when I'm 64?
That's cute.
Fran and I both have that.
You know, and back
on
the
back, a big Elvis thing.
How irrelevant that was to us back when that song was really popular.
Yeah.
We never thought we'd ever
Not
be
Elvis,
there.
but Beatles. We need to do a big Beatles. All right, go ahead.
We'll be back after these messages, folks. Don't go away.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has the checking, loans, savings, and traditional banking services you want. Plus free internet banking and bill pay, bank your change, Visa gift card, and lots more state-of-the-art banking services. We focus on the service and services you want. So you can bank when, where, and how you want. At our offices or from just about anywhere. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need.
What is Rotary? We're a network of people like you. In fact, we're the original social network. More than 1 million of us live just about everywhere you can think of. And we mean everywhere. We get together to exchange ideas, grow our businesses, and make new friends. We volunteer to help our own communities or someone else's. We're right around the corner. Come join us. The name is Rotary. Rotary International. You're welcome.
This facility was built literally on the international date line to bring charter customers tomorrow's technology first. Like Charter Internet, which was just made faster again. With speeds up to 100 megs, you can download a movie in 2 minutes. The #1 internet service provider in the nation. Click.
Fogelman, good luck with the presentation tomorrow.
Already nailed it.
Get Charter Internet Express for only $19.99 a month.
Welcome back to Living. We are so happy today to have Jeremy Mitchell back with his Dog of the Month, Miss Cutie.
It's always good to be here. Thanks for having me.
It's good to have you, Jeremy. You always bring the best dogs.
Well, yeah, I sure try. I was like, please don't make a mess
and
while you're
Cutie
here.
is about 5 years old.
Yeah, she's about 5 years old, and
she's kind of a mix of
I'd say
several
she's
things.
I'd say she's got some Beagle in there somewhere, and a little bit of Shepherd in there.
She
Kinda
looks
hard to
healthy.
tell.
She looks healthy
She's,
and well
very
taken
healthy
care
dog.
of.
She
And
is,
in
and she,
fact, somebody out there may have lost her.
yeah, she's a very sweet and
She
loving
seems
dog.
to be well behaved
Yep.
and anxious to be loved. And if you need a good dog, this is a good dog to
Yep.
get. There's a number to call at the shelter, and there's any number of dogs there, obviously.
Yes, actually we've lowered our numbers. We had a record adopting month last month.
Yeah?
We adopted
That's wonderful.
45 dogs last month.
Wow, that
yeah,
is great.
We're down to about 30 dogs, which we normally have about 50 to 60.
Yeah, well,
So,
that's a good sign, and we hope that that
continues.
trend keeps up. Yeah,
We've had
because-
some great volunteers coming through and helping us get
Good.
pictures of them out there and getting the
Yeah.
word spread. So
now, I know
that's
you
helped
want
us
to
out.
do an adopt a dog thing out at Walmart?
Yes,
When is
this
that?
Friday it's going to be from 12 to 4.
12 to 4
at Walmart.
Is it,
and,
when you say at Walmart, is it
it's gonna be out in
just
front in that
outside
grass
on
area.
the grassy area?
Yeah, there's going to be a rabies clinic there for $10. We'll have
Oh.
a vet there.
So you can bring your own dog and get a rabies shot
Yep.
for $10.
for
That's
$10
great.
and a microchip. So
Oh, really?
for $10.
Is that
yeah.
going good? It's a lot of people
It really
doing
does help.
microchips.
Yeah, we scan every dog we bring in. So
Like,
they have a,
and I suppose it's not that cheap to get it done somewhere else.
yeah, it's roughly, from what I've seen, about $60 to $80 elsewhere. I mean, we're not trying to take away business from
Sure,
other
but
people.
this is just a one-day thing, and,
yes.
and you're a chance to give away some dogs. Are you scratching?
Said something itches.
I love it. Sometimes they scratch because they've had a bath and their skin is dry. Do you have a suggestion of what you ought to bathe a dog in?
Really, it depends on the dog. Depends on the fur. Depends on their skin. Some dogs are sensitive, just like humans are.
Yeah, so you just have to
You just have to wing it.
be kind of careful.
Yeah.
And is it good to keep your dogs bathed?
Yes, it is. It keeps them, from getting bugs. Keeps the mange from coming out. So not all dogs have it, but just
Yeah.
some dogs can get it, and it helps with that. Keeps them from being smelly.
And then you give them, do you do the, what is it, those not shots, but the little drops for the fleas and...
just be careful on which brand you use. Really research it
Oh,
before
really?
you get it. There are some out there that just...
that are not that good?
that doesn't
So
work
the
real well.
over-the-counter ones, some of them are good and some are not?
Yeah, I would just do your research and ask a vet.
Okay.
Before
Yeah.
you put it on your dog, because sometimes...
Or a cat, probably.
Or a cat especially.
And how often do you do that?
As far as fleas, some of them you can put on once a month, some for 3 months. Some
okay.
actually last a year to 6 months. It just depends on...
Just depends. And I know there's more than one event coming up. What are the other events that you got going
Let's see, on March 23rd, over at Fraser McEwen Park, Glicken Woods is having their Easter egg hunt, and we'll be sitting up there with some dogs.
Of course, so they'll be hunting. Look at that beautiful picture of Miss Cutie. Don't you look fine? Anyway, you'll be setting up dogs first to give away then.
Yeah, and then on April 20th, we'll be having another rabies clinic at the Public Works Department.
April 20th, Public Works. I know a lot of people have heard us say this before, but once they get the dog, as far as fixing the dog, neutering or spaying, do y'all do that, or
We don't do it at the shelter. With the $35 adoption fee, we will pay for a free spay or neuter.
Okay.
At the Middle Tennessee Spay Neuter Clinic in Shelbyville.
So they can pick up their dog, take it over and get it neutered or spayed. And,
just for some information, also the Spay Neuter Clinic in Shelbyville, if you don't have a lot of money, they do it based off income.
Yeah.
But they'll spay and neuter a dog for $45.
That's wonderful. Not everybody will do that.
Yeah, and a cat for
$30.
$30. It's in, if you turn right by the Kentucky Fried Chicken in Shelbyville, it's about 3 or 4 businesses on the right.
Like you're going towards...
Yeah, like you're going towards Murfreesboro. Yeah, about 3 or 4 businesses on the right. And I can give you their number. It's area code 931-684-5353.
That's the
Middle Tennessee Spay Neuter
Middle
Clinic.
Tennessee Spay and Neuter Clinic, and it's in Shelbyville, and I suppose you can look it up also in the phone book. But people don't have any excuse really not to get their dog spayed or neutered.
I definitely recommend it. I've heard it prolongs their life. It keeps them from getting cancer, things like that.
Well, it keeps us from having
more unneeded
stray animals all over the streets and
really
begging
does.
and looking for a home, and I think that's very necessary.
Very necessary.
Suggest it sometimes for our people.
Yeah, so if you have, if you are lower, middle to lower income, it'd be great.
They'll still help you out.
Yes.
So you
they do things like rabies also and other shots that you can pay for. But
well, Cutie is up for adoption, people, and I think she looks to me like a dog that would be good for elderly as well as children.
Yep. She does shed a little bit, but that's just with her type of breed. But if you don't mind a little bit of fur, she'd make you a great indoor pet. She's just very gentle and loving, and she just wants to be pet on. She'll lay there by your side forever.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And so we're feeding our dogs once a day or twice a day. How do you do that anymore? Does it depend on the dog?
From what I've heard, they say with puppies about 3 times a day for adults. If they're healthy, about 1 good bowl a day.
And I've always wondered, cats supposedly graze all day long. They come and go, and you can't overfeed, and I'm not sure if that's true or not. But are dogs the same way?
Yeah, they'll stop eating when they're full.
When they're full. Is there ever a case where some of them are just flat not full?
Yeah, I've seen them scarf down a bowl and keep on eating, so you just really have to watch.
You have to watch that, so it's better not to give too much. Well, Jeremy, as always, we love it when you bring the dog.
I love being
I hope
here.
you find a home.
I like spreading the word about our shelter.
More of living. Thanks.
You've won just about everything there is to win in racing. What's next?
I'd like more people to know about ER Extra.
The emergency room at Harton Regional Medical Center?
I just want them to get the best care they can get.
That just gets me right here, Mark.
Maybe you'd like to pay them a visit.
ER Extra at Harton Regional Medical Center.
ER Extra. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
When you see the sign, The Main Event, take a close look inside at a hair studio that offers services by some of the best master stylists in Middle Tennessee. These stylists offer a list of services that compete with large city salons, from trendy cuts for men, women, and children to the latest color techniques, including highlights and bold color accents. Other services offered include permanent hair weaving and relaxing to formal hairstyle for that special occasion. You can also give yourself a very special treat with a full makeover, including full body waxing. For your convenience, we are open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until the last client leaves happy. Call and make your appointment at 931-571-8682 or stop by our Tullahoma location at 207 North Jackson Street. Pamper yourself at The Main Event today.
long has it been since you raced a cheetah? Are your tornado creating skills getting rusty? Tired of being the only one in your neighborhood who hasn't built a dinosaur? Sounds like it's time to visit the Hands-On Science Center. The Hands-On Science Center is an indoor science playground. In this museum, please touch is the rule. Join us for weekly science demonstrations on space, lasers, lizards, rocks, and a whole lot more. No two visits are ever the same, so visit often to see our ever-changing exhibits and demonstrations. The Hands-On Science Center, 101 Mitchell Boulevard in Tullahoma.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Click the links.
Oh, sweet Lisa, you're so fine, like a very fine wine. Girl, I need you in my life. Will you be my wife?
Charter Internet has more bandwidth to support all your devices. Experience the power of Charter on the nation's fastest internet.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're pleased to have with us some nice folks from Coffee County High School today that are really kind of brightening up our stage here, because when we go to a full shot here, you'll see what I'm talking about. There we go. Yeah, that kind of wakes us up this morning. I love these red jackets, guys, I got to tell you. We are pleased to have with us today, to my left here, this is Brianna Rohr. Is that right?
Brianna's right here.
I'm starting at the wrong side here. You're Brianna, okay, and you must be Carrie, yeah. Carrie Haley, and you're Jacob Reed. Right. That's right, Jacob. That's very good. And Samantha Crossland.
Yes, sir.
Right here. And you guys are with the Career and Technical Education Skills USA
yes, sir.
program out of the, and I guess that's part of the curriculum at Coffee County High School. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Well, let's just start off. Tell us, what is the Career and Technical Education program?
Career and Technical Education, it's often referred to as CTE for short, is basically any class that's not math, social studies, English, and science. It gets away from the normal curriculum that most people see as education. It's more or less the classes that's going to be more focused on actual real-world experience and hands-on experience, and it incorporates things such as resume building and employability skills, and to help students improve upon their future in the workplace.
Is this curriculum offered to everybody?
It's nationwide.
Okay. And you can take this class not just as a senior all the way through? Is it something?
It's career and technical. It's really broad. It's anywhere from business classes to agriculture classes to health occupations to criminal justice, cosmetology, auto body. I mean, it's anything that's not the strict curriculum in school.
Oh, okay. All right. So when you mention agriculture, that would be something that would be real practical for you to work in, I guess. Is that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, how does that actually benefit you as a student?
Students that are enrolled in career and technical education are 15% more likely to graduate than students who are not enrolled in career and technical education. It gives students a relevant reason to come to school because they feel that they are focusing on something that they are going to do for the rest of their lives. And at Coffee County High School, 98% of students enrolled in career and technical education graduate. And before students can be successful in their lives, they have to have that college diploma, the high school diploma, before they can make it to college or make it into the workforce. So it really helps students get that leg up.
Okay. 98% graduation?
98%.
Phenomenal, I've got to tell you. Okay, what about the Skills USA part of it?
Skills USA, by definition, is a partnership between students, teachers, and industry to ensure that the United States always has a skilled labor force. And it's basically, we're an organization that falls into career and technical education, and we focus on a certain set of classes. At our school, we have criminal justice, cosmetology, auto body, drafting, robotics, and things of that nature. In career and technical education, there are different types of organizations for students, such as FFA, Future Farmers of America, or FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America. But Skills USA, we have 3 levels. We have our county level, our state level, and our national level. And we have competitions that allow students to showcase their abilities. Not
on the script, so forgive me if I deviate from that from time to time. But you mentioned cosmetology is
Yes.
one of those.
Yes, sir.
Is that something that, do you learn enough skills to actually work in that
Yes.
field in high school?
Yes. Yes, sir.
That's great.
Some schools actually allow them to graduate with a certificate allowing them to go straight into the workforce after graduation.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Personally, from our school, you know, the cosmetology girls, they will go to state competition and they will cut hair and they will do it professionally and they will design hair and, you know, do makeup and all different types of things.
Really? Cool. Okay. So I assume, Jacob, you being a part of this program, you don't ever have to pay for a haircut. You just get one of the girls.
I could.
Yeah, okay. All right. Did we cover what do you actually do in Skills USA? Was that part of
Basically, it's just an avenue for students to showcase their abilities. We have competitions that are basically for their classroom set, and then we have leadership competitions. Like the classroom set competitions would be like the criminal justice competition, where you have to properly detain someone, lift fingerprints, have a job interview. And then on the other side, you have leadership competitions, which would be prepared speech or extemporaneous speaking, parliamentary procedure, things of that nature.
Okay. So how does being a part of CTE and Skills USA benefit you and your school?
Personally, I went from being a very shy individual. I was the kid
I
sat in the back of the classroom and didn't say a word. And it's enabled me to voice my own opinions and become a person who can, you know, run a business meeting or speak in public or be on television. So
Well, trust me, this is easy.
My story's a lot like Sam. You know, I had public speaking skills before, but it was more of a local basis. I'd get on the stage at school and I'd talk for student government, but then, you know, my advisor, Miss Ackland, got me to go on the stage at state and run for state officer. You know, me and Sam are both state officers, and we ran, and you have to speak in front of the entire conference. You know, it's not, you can't be shy, you can't get up there and fumble for words. It's, you know, you have to be prepared.
You know, I assume you guys are like 16, 17 or something like that. I cannot tell you how important that is. That skill of being not being intimidated by people, speaking in front of people, because I think I was, believe it or not, I've done this thing for a long time, but at 29 I had ran for an office that I had to do that. I was terrified, absolutely terrified. I find it really encouraging that you guys don't have that fear at this young age, really. Well, what about you, Brianna?
Well, Skills has really helped me with what I've been involved in the most is community service. I've really learned that helping others is a great thing, and I think more people should be involved in it, which they don't really know about, but I'm trying to help people get more involved in it.
Okay. Carrie?
And mine is pretty much kind of like Sam and Jacob's used to. I couldn't even stand in front of my class and give a class presentation, but since I've been in Skills, it's given me speaking abilities and everything, and I've gotten a lot better at it since then.
Great. We got about a minute left, so kind of tell me what your goals are and where you'd like to go from here.
Well, last year I went and competed at the national level and everything, and actually got 4th. And so one of my goals for this year is to make it back there and hopefully get at least a 3rd place medal and everything and succeed in that.
Okay, just pass that mic back and let's hear from
Well, I did community service last year and I placed 10 out of 33, so at the national level. So my goal is to go back and hopefully place in the top 3.
Cool. So you're going to get in politics, right, Jacob?
Actually, yes.
Cool.
I hopefully will be going to school for law. I compete in parliamentary procedure. We silvered at state last year, so hopefully we'll gold this year and go to nationals.
Yeah, okay.
My biggest goal right now is just to have a successful state conference and everything to go smoothly for Skills. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would assume that all of you would really endorse or recommend that students get involved in this program. Is that right? Well, you know, guys, thank you so much for being here.
We appreciate you having us.
You know, sometimes young folks are nervous about being on here. You guys just absolutely nailed this, and I got to tell you, from talking to your teacher, and I've forgotten her name.
Miss Ackland.
Yeah, Miss Ackland. She is extremely proud of you guys. You know, really. So she's just tickled to death with the way you guys have performed. So, well, thank you so much for being here, and good luck in life. Not that you need it. I think you're all quite confident and you're going to do very well, and I appreciate you coming and joining us today. All right, we'll be right back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen, right after these messages.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Your family's favorite show shouldn't have to fight to be seen. With Charter, you get 4 DVRs, so now every family member can watch what they want, when they want, where they want, without any battles. Call now to get DVR service for your home.
Welcome back to Living. I'm excited to be on the set today with Joe McCamey, who is with Fitness, Wellness and Fitness Center over at Tom Markram's Pharmacy.
Markram's Pharmacy, yes ma'am, you got it.
Tom is the man. He keeps people in shape. I am happy about that.
He is a good man.
Yes, he is.
I enjoy working with Tom, absolutely.
He's done a lot toward fitness because I've read about it. I haven't been over there and shared what he does.
Sure.
So what are we doing today? We're talking about the kickoff meeting?
We're talking about the Get Fit Tullahoma kickoff meeting. It's something that the mayor has invited some people in to work on to help the city get fit. He's got, I think, 3 or 4 initiatives this year that he's trying to help get going, and one of which is the Get Fit Tullahoma.
And that's wonderful.
So,
Mayor Curley is on top of several things, and I'm proud to see this.
Right.
You're having a meeting Thursday. Which is
you got it.
Very soon. The March, what day is that?
It is this Thursday at 5:30 at the D.W. Wilson Community Center. And it's really an event that's open to everybody.
Any age group?
Any age group, anybody that wants to come, anybody that has some kind of interest in helping the community get fit. So you don't have to be a fitness enthusiast right now.
Maybe you just want to start a walking crew.
That's right. Anything like that. So really, I think the real positive thing about the way he's trying to pull this together is that it's the community helping the community.
I like that.
So, whether you work out at Harvey's or Snap Fitness or whether you go to the community centers, whatever you're doing, it's all about everybody kind of helping each other.
Everybody would help each other.
Right.
And if you're a school teacher and you've got 30 minutes off, go out and walk around the school with other people that have 30 minutes off. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. You've got to fit it in. So we've had a fair amount of success in Manchester doing some things.
Let's name a couple of things that you've done.
We've done our Lose to Win program, and that's through the pharmacy. It's been very successful. We're finishing up our 9th competition right now, so we've got about 2 or 3 weeks left.
You know how many pounds have been lost?
Over the course of our 9 competitions, we've lost over 10,000 pounds.
That's amazing.
So by the time it's pretty exciting. Yeah. By the time we're done with this one, we should hit close to 12,000 pounds.
You guys need to go on the air and get Biggest Loser off. I think you got it right there in Manchester.
Well, they moved Biggest Loser from Tuesday nights to Monday nights this season, and we joke because our meetings are on Tuesday nights. So we just
they did it for you.
That's right. People aren't watching because they're coming to our meetings.
Exactly.
So no, we kind of joke about that.
So what time is your meeting?
We do meetings.
Do you start up a new group every time?
We do. We start up a new group each time. So this group is already closed. But again, this time we had 135 people go through the program.
That's amazing. That is wonderful.
And a good portion of which, probably 40%, are from here in Tullahoma. So I'm hoping some of those people will come out to this meeting.
And maybe they can start a program just like that in this area.
Absolutely.
Because you're getting overloaded over there.
Right. So, and we're having a good time with it. We're having fun.
Well, what are some of the things you do? You get out and walk, or you go play ball?
Anything like that. You know, you've got to make it work for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've got to find things that are enjoyable for you. You know, I love the P90X type programs and Insanity and things like that. Other people, you know, just enjoy walking on the greenways, you know, and that's free. You know,
well, I used to have a friend that needed to walk, and she would have every excuse in the world.
Right,
well,
right.
I don't have time. Well, you get up an hour early.
That's right.
People stop me and talk to me. You just wave and keep walking.
That's right. That's right.
You can do it. You can do it.
Well, and there are so many inspirational stories, even in our community, of people that have made the choice, and that's really what it boils down to. Kind of our theme this year with our competition, and we finish every meeting talking about the simple fact the choice is yours.
The choice is yours.
That's
exactly.
right. So
now it's not just about fitness.
Right.
It's
right.
about
nutrition.
Nutrition and.
If you don't have both, I always talk about you can't out-exercise poor nutrition.
Exactly.
So you've got to have both.
You might as well get over.
That's right. That's right. So you do need to start watching what you eat, and it doesn't have to be anything drastic or crazy at first. I mean, it is something that it takes small steps.
Sure.
You know,
well, it's like anything.
Anything. You know, if you've been used to eating unhealthy for a long time, and your body has grown accustomed to those things,
it's going to be hard to turn it loose.
It's going to be hard to change, and so it just takes those small steps day by day.
I'm a firm believer in practicing it.
That's right.
Practice eating 4 ounces of meat instead of 8.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
You just start practicing it, and it works. It'll work every time. And how about spirit? Mind, body, spirit? Do we try to incorporate all those things?
We talk some about those things through our motivation and that kind of thing, and I'm a Christian, and so that comes out as we talk.
Now, like
this
meeting on Thursday night, people that do fitness things or people that do nutrition, you would like to see them involved.
Absolutely. We need to get as many people
even
there as possible. Restaurant owners, yes.
You know, that seems big to me.
It's huge. If we could get especially some of the local restaurant owners that have control over their own menus to come in. They don't have to do away with their other menu, because there will be some people who are never going to want to choose to eat that way, and that's okay. I mean, we can't do it for everybody, but there are going to be people that if you put those healthy options in front of them, they'll go, you know what, I'm going to choose this.
I'll just go ahead and choose that this time.
So,
and those places that say all you can eat for $6,
right,
they need to be disbanded.
Eliminated. That's right. That's right. I do love some of the things that even some of the fast food restaurants are doing now. And I'm not a huge proponent of fast food, but you know, you end up there. They're trying. You know, they're posting calories,
and I love that,
which is great. I love that they're doing that. Absolutely.
And you know, when you can still have a great hamburger and use those little breads that are only 50 calories.
Or even do your hamburger with a lettuce wrap. You know, use lettuce around it. Absolutely.
And you know something I love? I love spaghetti on cabbage.
Okay.
Shredded cabbage makes a nice spaghetti.
Right, right.
And honestly, it tastes just as good.
That's right. Or the spaghetti squash. Have you ever done spaghetti squash?
I am so amazed at spaghetti squash.
And it's
so weird.
And it's good for you.
It's good for you, exactly.
So, and if people would just start making those simple, small choices, and that's what this is about. This is not about coming in and you know, getting to be a part of this huge program and committing your whole life to it or whatever. This is about people coming together to make small changes.
Well, little things like walk up the stairs. Don't take the elevator.
That's right.
A few small steps. Did you start out fit?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So I've had an interesting journey myself, and without getting too far into it, basically about 6 years ago, the way this whole Lose to Win program started is I was overweight, and I'm a competitive guy, and the Biggest Loser had been on maybe 2 or 3 seasons at that point. And we had a pharmacy resident that was needing to do, part of her job was to do a community outreach project. And I said, why don't you do one of those Biggest Loser weight loss competitions?
Great.
Because I wanted to do it.
And that's how it started.
So we kind of did it together, and I participated in the first couple times and then kind of took over leading the program. But over the course of time, I've lost about 80 pounds.
That's awesome.
So thank you. Thank you.
And don't you think that it's a proven fact that when you're working in sort of a competitive situation, it goes quicker. You go in with a group.
Right, right.
And it's sort of like being in the Army. You want to support each other.
That's right.
You're just not going to stick that donut in your mouth
right.
to that group watching.
That's right. That's one of the neatest things about what's happened, especially this particular competition that we've had, is that even we split people up into teams, or they actually bring their own team. Yeah. And so there's a team aspect of the competition, and then there's an individual aspect of the competition as well. and everybody is on a team that participates. But what's really cool about this time is that people from teams are helping each other, and really pushing each other, and that's the key to this whole thing, is that most of us that have struggled with health and getting fit and that kind of thing, we try to do it in a vacuum. We try to do it on an island by ourselves.
And it's really easier with
It's a
people.
ton easier.
It's a ton easier.
Proven that it's easier.
Plus, it's proven that it's healthier for you to have some social
That's right.
Experiences, and why not be in a positive social experience?
That's right. Going back to that mind, body, spirit kind of thing, and absolutely,
that's important.
it
Take
is
a dance
so
class,
important.
for heaven's
Right,
sakes.
right. Get out and have fun. I mean, it doesn't. You know, fitness and nutrition doesn't have to be boring. It can be fun.
It can be fun, of course.
Some of the best meals I've ever had are very healthy meals. And people don't believe that. They're like, you know, well, how can that be good? You know, and it's
But
just it is.
It's just making simple changes usually.
That's right. That's right. And I always tell people too, you know, one of the big things that as people get started in a journey is it's not like I went to bed last night, you know, when I was overweight. It's not like I went to bed one night and woke up the next morning and was 80 pounds overweight. So I'm also not going to go to bed one night and wake up the next morning and lose that 80 pounds. It's going to be a process. It's going to be a journey. It's going to be over time.
And let's face it, every morning you have a new start.
That's right.
You know, you can make your decision in the middle of the day or in the middle of the night. Just make a decision.
So many people are like, you know, I'm Monday. I'm going to start Monday. Well, make your Monday today.
Exactly.
You know.
Don't wait till New Year's is over.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Well, I'm going to do
the party and eat a carrot.
Well, that's right. And you know, I even tell people, even mid-meal, you know, maybe you're eating that big cheeseburger that's way too big to be eating, and you're sitting there going, what am I doing?
Well, cut half of it then too, at least.
That's right. You've got control at that point. You can just put it down.
You put it down. You don't have to eat it.
You don't have to eat it.
And I think that I have always felt that tiny little meals several times a day can keep you from being so hungry.
It satisfies you, and that's also proven to help keep your metabolism going faster. So
you have more energy.
Absolutely.
You get excited more, and especially once it kicks in. You know, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 days for you to start to think, hey, this is beginning to work. I'm feeling good.
Well, and I think we've gotten so used to this feeling of feeling like full, almost to where we feel like we have to just have this full feeling.
But you don't.
But you don't.
But a lot of us eat way too fast.
That's true.
Slow down. That helps.
That's true. Absolutely. You know, people talk about counting their bites and making sure that they're chewing enough. You know, so you know, one of the things, we don't have teeth in our stomach, right?
Exactly.
So we need to chew our food to help to process
more
it.
Time
That's right.
Process as that is go.
And again,
drink plenty of water.
Plenty of water. Absolutely. It's just like you were talking about. It's just little things, and just chewing your food more. That's a little thing, but it can make a big difference.
But it can take more time, and
that's right.
You start to feel full. This meeting Thursday.
Right.
What was the time on that again?
5:30.
5:30, and it's free, I think.
It's free.
It's
right.
just
Right.
You come in, and it's trying to make a difference in our community, which is so important, I think.
That's right. I mean, it's about the community truly coming together to help each other. And that's really the initiative here. It's not about any particular group or organization. It really is about the community coming together, creating a plan to help get Tullahoma fit.
And I truly appreciate Mayor Curley
done a great job.
This move. He's done it for the arts. He's doing it for fitness and several other things that I won't go to.
The green initiative.
I mean, it's all good stuff.
Right.
And we last words. We're getting close to the end here.
Okay.
You have any last words?
Well, you've got to find accountability. That's the key to the whole deal.
Yeah.
You've got to find accountability. Absolutely.
And I guess your master is yourself, and you answer to yourself.
That's right.
And when you can say, "Well done, self," you've done good.
That's right.
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
Joe, what a delight to meet you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thursday night. Don't forget. We'll be back with more of Living.
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force.
Serving Tullahoma.
Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people.
We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Cove Lake, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Martin Weakley, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, Rugby in the Big South Fork, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
If you like HDTV, you're going to like what Charter's been up to. Adding so much free HD that Charter TV is a whole new experience. National Geographic HD, Animal Planet HD, Discovery HD, sports in HD, movies, news, kids programming. Plus, Charter now has thousands of free movies and shows in HD on demand anytime. You want to see more TV in HD? Try Charter. It's smarter.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're pleased to have on the set now with us a couple who have really invented a really neat product. And I know a lot of our viewers that are here in southern Middle Tennessee are really into the walking horse business, but this product could be applied to any horse at all. And so we're pleased to have Mike and Jan Letterman joining us today. And you really morning. Good morning. It's good to see you guys today. And you really have come up with something that's pretty neat. Tell us a little bit about this product you've invented.
We have a very unique product. We originally started in this business by developing a product called the CTAV, which is a product that disperses energy after it fits behind body armor, both concealable and tactical. Mm-hmm. And it disperses the energy from a gunshot by up to 62%, but it also keeps the wearer at least 14 degrees cooler. Mm-hmm. So what you end up with is someone that's wearing body armor, which is extremely hot, that can finish the fight, as we call it. So what's so great about the technology we developed, though, is that it's the technology itself and how it can be applied to other markets. So one of the things that we've done and had always intended was the development of a product, and we call it saddle skin. And saddle skin is a product that is made for horses. It replaces the blanket underneath the horse. It keeps the horse cooler and gives the rider a unique ride like they've never had before. They say that riders say they can feel the muscles and feel the horse move underneath them. Our product has been tested by people here locally within the South Middle Tennessee area, and it's also been tested out west under some very harsh conditions with the Border Patrol. Mm-hmm. So it's a great product. We're very pleased with it. We're very proud of it. And we have dealers here locally. The Winner's Circle locally that is one of our dealers for this product, and it's already making a big hit. We're taking pre-orders right now. I think about 50% of the first group of orders are already spoken for.
Okay.
So we're excited.
You know, and I'm sorry, Jan, go ahead.
Overseas too.
Oh, that's true.
Right. Okay.
My partner, Jeremy Harrell, is a former Metro police officer. Jeremy just got back from Abu Dhabi in the United American Emirate for a big show there called IDEX. And the Grand Prince of the United Arab Emirate has a saddle skin underneath his horse.
Now, how neat is that?
And they've told us that we need to start looking at one for camels.
Unbelievable. And this would actually, this technology would actually apply to any animal that you were riding. I think you might have mentioned before that you're working on something that serves as body armor even for police.
We've just done an integration deal with a company called Survival Armor, where they're actually sewing what we call the CTAV into the body armor itself. And we also have retrofit solutions for police officers who want to go ahead and just add it now. And you can actually order those online at www.cortac.com.
Going back into a little bit of the history about how you got into this, you had a really interesting story you were telling me about how you got started in this, because this really wasn't your field to begin with.
No, I'm just one of those guys that has always had an entrepreneurial spirit, and my partner Jeremy is the same way. So my background was primarily in information technology. I had two very successful startups, which I sold. And then Jeremy and I got together about 2 years ago and started Cortac. And our first produced product was the CTAV, which is in sale now literally all over the world. We just had a sale in Australia off the website just the other day. So yeah, my background is in information technology, but I'm a certified firearms instructor. I've been around firearms most of my life, and of course Jeremy, being a former Metro police officer, he understands what it's like to wear the body armor, and so together we make a great team.
You know, I find it interesting that number one, this provides a better ride on a horse, that it cools the horse. But is this similar to the material that your bulletproof vests are made out of?
It is the same material that our panel is made out of. Now, the panel itself, keep in mind, by itself has no real ballistic properties, but what it does is it takes the energy when a bullet strikes body armor. The National Institute of Justice says that the body armor can distend into the human body by about 44 millimeters. 44 millimeters is still a lot. It's enough to kill you. It's enough to cause internal bleeding, and so the same product that we're using for law enforcement, with a few slight modifications. These have slightly larger channels in it than the one for law enforcement, but it's the same technology. We figured that we coat it with a nanocrystal technology that actually helps pull the heat away from the body, or the torso, in this case the back of the horse. It allows free-form convection to take place between the horse's back or the torso and the back of the body armor. The end result is it keeps you cooler, drier, and more comfortable while reducing shocks in this case, from a ride.
It's also very lightweight.
Exactly. It's just unbelievable how thin this product is, and what all it can do is it's just unbelievable almost.
Well, there's a lot of science that goes into it, and a lot of physics that went into the design of this, but the bottom line is that it's very light, it's very comfortable, and horses don't object to it, and wearers of our CTAV certainly don't object. We have people that say, first thing I do when I put on my body armor is I make sure my CTAV is on underneath it, because I'm going to have a rough day. It's going to be hot in Texas, and I need to be cooler. So a lot of our customers include special forces groups in different countries around the world. We had a police officer in Australia order one on the internet just the other day, California, and we have a number of groups, which I can't really talk about right now, where we have deals that are pending and that we expect to close here within the next few months.
I can only imagine how important it is that you can cool yourself down enough to where you'd be able to wear that body armor, because let's face it, you're out there at times when it's 100 degrees outside and you have all this protective gear on. So
absolutely. Can you imagine a soldier in Iraq or a local police officer in August standing out in the heat directing traffic and standing there, and the thing is that once you're wet behind that body armor, you're wet. It doesn't matter if it's hot or cold, you're still wet. With this product, you're dry. We have police officers now that are saying, hey, I no longer have to use my creams and the gels underneath my body armor from the rashes that break out. I don't have to do that anymore because I'm drier.
Okay, yeah, I'm really just impressed with both of you. Jan seems to be pretty enthusiastic and supportive of your efforts in this product here. Are you not, Jan?
Absolutely. And one of the things that we have started doing is I work for the Department of Intellectual Disabilities. And as a result of that, we have some of the individuals come in and do some packaging for us that have some type of disability. So we're doing a service to them.
Exactly. And you were telling me earlier about a charity that you're involved in too, I believe.
119 Frontline. Yeah, absolutely. 119 Frontline is a free service to all police officers, soldiers that have experience, and firefighters and EMS. Anyone that's a first responder that has had a difficult or traumatic situation where it's caused post-traumatic stress disorder. And Jim McHenry is the person that heads that 501c3 up, and she is just phenomenal. She can actually eliminate PTSD, and it's basically the emotion. The best way I know how to describe it is if you're standing in the middle of a train track and you see the train coming at you, and the anxiety starts to rise, and you know the train's going to hit you. But after her therapy that she does, you see the train coming, your anxiety doesn't go up, and you're able to just step off the track and let the train go by. And it's an amazing technology that she has perfected, and she has helped a lot of people. And she works completely from donations. And we help support that through the sales of some of their books and donations from the sale of our products. I'm on their board of advisors and have been since the very early days. And she's just a phenomenal lady, and it's a great charity.
Okay, and this, don't want you to forget about this product, however, because it's fairly new to our area, but we already have some noted horse trainers in the walking horse business that are already using this product. They're already testing this product, and I know that I think in this coming weekend, you guys are going to be showing this at somewhere in Middle Tennessee, or maybe not this weekend.
Yeah, I think it's this weekend. There's a show that Jerry was talking about with our manufacturer's rep was talking about, and there's a number of shows coming up where Saddle Skin will be there. It'll be represented, and we're going to do our best to be at most of those shows to meet the horse trainers, the people, the end users, the people that use our product, get feedback from them, and offer information as to the product, because I think this is something that most horse owners will want to buy.
Okay, all right. Thank you guys for coming by. And by the way, I do want to mention that they're from Hendersonville or somewhere thereabouts, so they're kind of right here in Middle Tennessee. So
we are. This is a Tennessee-made product. It certainly is.
All right, something great. This is new, latest technology, folks. You need to check it out. By the way, tell them again about your website.
The website for the CTAV is www.cortac.com, and the website for this product is www.saddleskin.com.
All right.
Take a look at it.
All right. And we'll be right back in just a moment after this.
What's a Tennessee vacation? It starts off like any road trip, and then, boom, adventure and thrills everywhere you look, which happens to be some of the most beautiful scenery in the country. Music here, history there, and all kinds of green in between. Come relax and unwind, or bring the crowd for some stargazing, or stargazing. Whatever you do, come hungry and expect an awesome soundtrack. It's all right here in Tennessee. We're playing your song. For a free vacation guide, visit tnvacation.com.
The Charter Triple Play lets you experience TV, internet, and phone the way you want with no contracts. Hooked on HD? Now over 100 HD channels available. Movie lover? Get 10,000 on-demand movies and shows. 1,500 in HD, including movies in 3D. Missing your favorite shows? Record and watch TV with DVR service for 4 rooms and over 780 hours of storage space. Get Charter TV for $29.99 a month. Photo fiend, music fan, video streamer? Switch to super fast Charter Internet and do it all with the bandwidth to support all your devices. At 30 megabits per second, Charter Internet is 10 times faster than the phone company's DSL. Get Charter Internet for $29.99 a month. Want more talk for less? Charter Phone has unlimited long-distance calling with no added fees like the phone company charges. Get Charter Phone for $29.99 a month. The new Charter Triple Play. TV, internet, and phone for just $29.99 a month each when bundled. Call 855-81-T-PLAY now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and one of the fun things I get to do every year is after the Miss Tullahoma contest, I get to sit up here with these lovely young ladies who are the winners of the Miss Tullahoma contest, and they are with us today. And we will start out first with the first runner-up, who is Emma Ledford right here, and then Anna Gilbert right there, Courtney Miller right there, and Farrah Jean Ford right over there. And first runner-up, second, third, and fourth. How many have y'all all done pageants prior to this? This was not a first pageant for anyone, was it?
No, sir. We've all done them before.
All done pageants before. Enjoy them?
Yes.
Enjoy doing pageants, everybody?
Yes.
Okay. What was Video is Ready? Well, I guess we're going to look at some video right
Fourth
now.
runner-up,
The
contestant number 39, Farrah Jean Ford.
And while that's on, we'll visit a little bit.
Third runner-up, contestant number 18, Courtney Samantha
Any
Miller.
now, any of you had? I noticed that there were, I think, 3 groups of sisters.
She's being escorted by Van Williams.
No sisters.
Her flowers will be presented to her by Eric Nillies.
Your sister was in it.
Yes.
And then I think there were a couple other
Second
girls that
runner-up,
had sisters.
contestant number 16, Anna Taylor Gilbert.
I think there's only 2.
Yeah, well. Look at Anna. She's going, wait a minute
Her and
here.
Zane got
She's being escorted by Zane Price. And her flowers will be presented to her by Jordan Sheffield.
The escorts did their dance, and after that, they weren't worth anything, were they?
Emily Rose Ledford. She's being escorted by Tyler Fishback, and her flowers being presented to her by Alex
Purdy.
The moment you've all been waiting for, tonight's 2013 Miss Tullahoma is contestant number 40, Kimberly Abby Faye Jennings.
And there's Miss Tullahoma. And she's a freshman.
Yes, sir.
I wonder how often that's happened. I think maybe once or twice before.
I don't remember in the past few years any freshmen.
Well,
winning.
and you know, back when we were in school, I can remember, and she was there the other night. Frances Radcliffe was there, and I think she won as a sophomore. Of course, back then, junior high, the 9th grade was in junior high, so sophomore was your first year in high school. And that's Leslie Hull's aunt, and so she won at that time. Well, is this exciting for you?
Yeah, I think it's exciting. It was a fun thing to do. You know, just go out and have fun. We know all the girls, so it's not as intense as some other pageants are. So I think it's a good experience for girls to be involved in.
Well, you all seem very comfortable, and I think personally that's a very good thing for you to have stage presence, because it works in your life for a lot of other things. It allows you to learn how to present yourself and properly and looking good and feeling confident and strong. And I mean, and it's true. It's a very important thing as you go on in life. School choice.
School. Next fall, I'm going to go to the University of Tennessee at Knoxville, and I'm going to major in accounting.
Accounting.
Boring, I know.
Well, not if you don't think it is.
It's not the most exciting career, but
numbers.
Something I like to do.
Numbers.
A lot.
Numbers are good.
A lot of numbers.
Numbers are good.
Yes.
Anna, have you thought about where you might go later on?
I want to go the same place.
Same place.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
UTC.
UT in Chattanooga?
University of Tennessee, Knoxville.
Knoxville. So we have 4 Tennessee girls, 1 Chattanooga.
Yep.
That's all right. That's where my son went, was Chattanooga, and had a great time down there. Chattanooga's a good town. Knoxville's a good town. It's all good stuff. What about clothes? You like clothes? You know, how do y'all feel about clothes?
I'm pretty sure we can all agree that we love clothes.
Love clothes.
It's a problem.
Well, all of you look great. Anna, what I know you're a cheerleader as well. What are some of your interests other than that?
Well, I've taken dance this is my 14th year. So next year I'll get the 15-year trophy.
All right.
But that's probably my love, is dance.
Dance? And you?
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics.
Yes, sir.
Physical and dance and sing and act and all of those things.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you girls are very involved, and that's great. It's good to be young and active. And I want to ask you what I think is a very important question. Do you think that texting is going to make a difference in young people's ability to communicate face to face when they get into the world's marketplace and have to deal with each other like this instead of like this? Do you think it's going to matter that much?
I think so. Because you get so comfortable just talking on the phone, and then when you see each other personally, it's kind of awkward because you don't.
You have to have face-to-face skills. You have to be able to communicate, or you can't succeed in anything really. Because whether it's in like your personal life or in your professional life, you have to be able to talk to people and communicate efficiently.
And look at them.
Yeah, you can't look them in the eye and be able to be comfortable doing that.
Right. Because that's how the world operates. And I know it's real easy to text because that gives you, well, not me because I can't figure it out, but it gives you time to consider your answer before you answer back, or it gives you time to call somebody else and go, hey, what are we doing? Are we doing something Friday night or something? You know, so you research your answer. And face to face in the real world, when you're put in a situation across the table from somebody and they ask you a question,
you don't have the opportunity.
You got to be able to deal with it. And I think that it might be a problem, not for you girls, because you girls are out front and you're out there and you're doing the type of things that are helping your skills. But I think there are a lot of people who don't, and who sit side by side and text one another, you know, right here instead of talking to one another.
Middle school.
So, well, I just want you all to know that we here at Channel 6 are very proud of all of you. You're lovely young ladies, and you're doing great things, and I know that you'll go forward and do better things and represent Tullahoma in a wonderful way. You will. No, you will. You two be safe.
We will.
As you go out into the world, and we'll look forward to great things from you two before you leave, okay?
Yes,
Thank y'all so much for being with me today.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
You're more than welcome. We're proud of you. We'll be right back after these messages.
I thought Red Cross does Katrina. They don't help single moms.
Hi.
What happened to our house last year about your birthday?
It flooded and the water flooded out. Yeah.
The Red Cross arranged the hotel for us. They gave me that break, that leverage to be able to get it together and take care of them, you know? I feel like we've come full circle.
Like that. This is how I'll do it.
There you go.
Partners for Healing provides medical care to the working uninsured of Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties. We are in Tullahoma from 8 to 5, Monday through Thursdays, and in Manchester on Fridays from 8 to 12. We provide primary medical care and offer an in-house disease management program.
My name is Rosie Mitchell, and I would just like to say I am blessed to have partners in my life.
Please call 455-5014 for more information. Thank you for being one of our Partners for Healing.
A salute to the never wasters, the coupon clippers, switch flippers, one last drop of milk drippers, the thoughtfully thrifty, and the just plain cheap. Charter respects your economic IQ and honors it with a phone service worthy of your ever-watchful wallet. Charter Phone, just $19.99 a month, for real monthly savings for fabulously frugal folks like you. Switch to Charter Phone and get unlimited local and long distance and 13 calling features with no extra fees like the phone company charges you.
We're going to talk about that dreaded subject today, taxes. I have on the set with me Roger Hoff, and he's representing AARP today and the tax service.
That's correct.
And let's tell the people what it is that you do.
Okay. TaxAid is an organization of volunteers, and there are about 40,000 of us across the United States. We operate out of, about 6,000 sites.
Wow. Well, like right here in Tullahoma, let's take, or in our not Tullahoma, this Middle Tennessee region. Yeah.
If we talk about our local area, we have volunteers who work with folks in Shelbyville, in
Manchester.
Tullahoma, Manchester, and Winchester.
Okay. And if someone wants to have your service, is there a phone number they call?
Yes, and in a few moments, there we go.
Oh, here we go. Free tax service. I can't read all that. You'll have to.
Well, it's a little hard to read, unfortunately.
Is there a phone number in there? Yes.
In Manchester, you can do a walk-in at the Ada Wright Building on Wednesdays from 8:30 till 12.
You don't even have to have an appointment?
No appointment necessary. At the Senior Center in Manchester, it's on Monday, and you need to call 931-723-8288 in order to make an appointment.
And if you can't remember that number, just look up Senior Center in Manchester, I would assume, in your phone book.
Right.
And same with the Ada Wright Building.
Right.
But to walk in, that's pretty nice.
Yes, it's very convenient for any number of people. Down in Winchester, we work out of the First United Methodist Church. That's right next to the post office.
Oh, yeah.
And you can call 967-0741 in order to make an appointment there. We're available there on Mondays and Wednesdays from 9 to 1.
And how about Tullahoma?
Tullahoma is at Trinity Lutheran Church just up the street here a little ways.
They do a lot of good things at that Trinity Lutheran Church, don't they?
They do. The Trinity Lutheran site is open on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So they're doing returns right now, and you make it a reservation to go.
Yes,
you need to make an appointment there.
And there's no cost at all?
No cost.
That's awesome.
It's all free service.
That is a wonderful thing to do.
It is. It is. And
basically, what is the criteria for? I think you all can take that sign off if you like. What is the criteria for coming to get your service? 50 and over?
The IRS wants us to focus on people that are 50 and older.
Okay.
And typically from moderate to low income.
So if you own a huge business out there, don't call.
No, we don't do business returns.
You do private.
We don't do corporations. We don't do partnerships.
Well, I think the beautiful thing about that is the older people get. I'm talking about myself. The more confusing,
not at all.
The more confusing it seems to get. You know, it gets
confusing.
a little more and more complicated every year.
And each and every year, Congress makes it more complicated.
I know. Well, do you have any advice for, say, a person that is at a loss with their income tax? What are the things they should keep up with?
Well, the main thing is that you need to keep all those pieces of paper that come to you at the end of the year, typically in January. That's the W-2s that you get from an employer, the 1099s from your
Social
banks
Security earnings, probably.
Yeah, right.
And
your Social Security statement, any
retirement,
broker statements,
your retirement statements.
Any retirement, exactly.
And if you have that neatly in a folder, it makes it a lot easier for you, I would assume.
It does indeed, and that's the way to get organized to do your taxes.
Just have a folder, and when the mail comes, take it to the folder that day. That's my motto.
Right. Don't whatever
put
you
it in
do,
the pile.
don't throw it away.
Yeah, it's really important. I think that's a wonderful thing that you're doing. And do you personally do some of the
I do
taxes?
indeed.
Yeah.
I'm the coordinator down in Winchester, and down there we do, in the course of a year, we'll do 250 tax returns a year.
Now, I'm going to guess there's a lot of people that are not even aware that this service is available.
That's true.
And if they have computers and stuff, they can probably go online and look up AARP and find out about it. You think?
That's true.
Think.
You can look on the IRS website. That's irs.gov, and they have a listing of all the sites across the United States where you can get your taxes.
You can get your taxes done for free.
For free. That's the important part.
That's wonderful. And how many? Do you have any idea how many get done in Tullahoma?
About the same number. They're right around the 200 to 300 returns a year. And, you know, across the country, last year we helped 2.5 million people get their taxes done.
Well, let me ask you this. If you do, let's say you did somebody's taxes, and then they get a letter from the government saying that they still owe some money, do they come to you before they send some money to the government?
Well, it's always a good idea to give us a call, and we certainly do provide assistance to folks if they get a letter from the IRS. We don't see very many of them, but on occasion that happens.
So you feel like for the person that's having their taxes done, if they're honest about their earnings and they've turned it in properly to you, they're not going to get a call back, probably.
Probably not.
I don't know, the IRS, maybe
mistakes happen.
Yeah, and maybe sometimes they just pick your name out of a hat to investigate
no,
you. I don't know.
I don't think that's quite the truth, but we do have a lot of problems with people not having all of the accurate information available. Most times it's because there's a detour from the mailbox to that folder you were talking about before.
Exactly, and they forget to drop it off, and first thing you know, it drops through the holes and you don't see it again. Well, any last remarks? I appreciate the fact that you do this.
No, I just encourage people to give us a call. We're available in all 4 locations that we mentioned. And
let's run that real quick again. Ada Wright in Manchester, the senior, was it the senior
center in Shelbyville?
In Shelbyville.
Right.
And in
Trinity
Tullahoma,
Lutheran Church
and
here in Tullahoma.
Winchester First Methodist.
Right.
And I know there are certain days, and we won't run those again, but this is a wonderful opportunity. If you have trouble with your taxes, for heaven's sakes, give them a call. Roger?
Please do.
How great to see you. Thanks for coming and sharing. We'll be back with more of Living.
Smoking tobacco accounts for 3 of every 10 fire deaths in the United States.
Tullahoma Fire Department needs you en route to a structure fire, 202 Main Street. Heavy smoke showing. Neighbors advise child trapped inside.
Lighters, matches, and associated smoking paraphernalia are the leading cause of preschooler fire deaths. We as firefighters know that most structure fires can be prevented.
I've got one! Command, this is primary search. We have a victim. Need EMS to meet us at the front door.
Please help us to give you a fighting chance. This can be prevented. Contact the Tullahoma Fire Department for a free home safety inspection.
Take you somewhere where nobody else can go. Only the 2 of us know.
With Charter, TV will never be the same. Now you can make a date with your favorite movies and shows anywhere and anytime with on-the-go content from Charter.
He's back. And I've got with me my friends from Bell Buckle, and everybody in Bell Buckle is happy that they're here, and that's Jay Gregory.
Yeah. They're happy we're here and not in Bell Buckle. Is that what you're saying?
They're happy that you're here, you and Judy, promoting Bell Buckle.
Oh. Yeah.
Because you do a great job as Bell Buckle's salesperson. You get a lot of people through what Greg and Jeanette do, and Judy at Southern Charm. What you folks do brings a lot of people to Bell Buckle.
Well,
and so those other businesses down there love you for that.
Thank you.
Have they not told you lately?
Not lately, but I'm gonna go around and ask all of them today.
Yeah, you go ask them.
Yeah, and you know, I've got to thank John and the station here too. You know, we've been doing quite a bit with them, and I don't know, it's hard to put your finger on it, but we had the best January at the cafe that we've ever had in 20 years. So, you know, ups. So I'm going to give you that accolade. And
we appreciate it.
So we do appreciate the fact that you guys are here to make it possible to do some promotion for the outlying area and the towns, and it certainly worked for us. And that's not a testimonial to sell more advertising for you, but maybe it will. I don't know.
Well, it's a testimonial to get people to come to Bell Buckle too.
Well, there you go.
You know, and I want to. Judy's over here. Judy's like me. She's got kind of a cold, but she is the hat lady today.
This is Jay Gregory's hat. The
significance of hats.
The significance of hats. Well, we've decided at the shops at Southern Charm to have a wonderful evening to welcome spring, customer appreciation night, and it was suggested that maybe we should have a hat night. So your hat could be a Kleenex on your head with a bobby pin. We don't know what people are going to come with. We do have some new hats in the store, but I've even heard that there's a lady who bought a hat at the Alaskan Iditarod dog sled race, and she's wearing that hat. So we don't know what's going to show up. Well, I don't know whether it's a dog hat. She got it at the Iditarod. But we're going to have a really, really nice evening, all complimentary, with great food, some of which you've already sampled at the cafe.
Bell Buckle Cafe,
That's right. And we're going to have prizes.
Judy's a great cook, too, and she's going to be making some of her specialties, and she has a chocolate fountain.
Chocolate fountain.
She was in that business in Canada and has professional chocolate fountains, so that's why you were invited to have your own personal chocolate fountain that night.
Thank you very much. Like I need more chocolate, you can tell.
And all the food will be out of our Amish, all the food will have ingredients out of our Amish pantry at Southern Charm. Jennifer.
That's something I'd like for you to discuss just a little bit more, because when you go into Southern Charm, which is across the tracks from the cafe down at the end of the street.
No, we're on the same side of the tracks.
Not the tracks.
Yeah, just across the street.
Across the street.
Yeah.
Down and then past Southern Charm to the banquet hall. But there's everything in there, from clothing to shoes to hats to furniture to wonderful spices and I know there's
Amish food.
Beans. What are the beans? They're dried. There's dried beans.
Freeze-dried. Yeah.
Instead of potato chips, you eat crunchy beans.
We have
okra.
The
dehydrated okra.
Great stuff. Yeah.
We have. It's really become like a little independent department store, privately owned. There's 6 major departments in that store, and Jennifer Jordan is our fashion person.
Right.
But then we have all the accessories. We have Bath and Body. We have children's now. And then, of course, we have the upscale resale at the back, or discontinued lines that we're selling off at significant sales. So there's just something for everyone from the front of the store all the way back. But our hat night really is a way to just have customer appreciation and let people know that haven't been in our store that we're going to take good care of you. Don't eat before you come. And it's all complimentary.
Now you're still selling pad rags?
Pad rags. I didn't wear my pad rags.
Little knitted booties?
Oh, we're so proud to have those because we're the only place in Tennessee and surrounding states. So if you look at pad rags online, up comes Bell Buckle, and it's just wonderful that we have that.
Bell Buckle.
That's right.
There it is.
Only in Bell Buckle.
There it is.
Yeah. What time is that? I see it's going to be Thursday, March 7th, and I'm having to look on my iPhone. We have so many things going on. I'm old and I have trouble remembering all the dates. So.
That's why Jeanette got you that.
That's why she got this. This is my teleprompter.
The hat night is 6 to 10. The food, hot and cold both, will be out all evening. And the fashion show will happen, and there's all kinds of things happening. We just want to make it a happening, a community happening. So, and you don't have to wear a hat, but if you don't wear a hat, there is a box. No, there's a there's a box for a charity. We at Southern Charm try to focus on a charity every couple of months.
Right.
And so if people don't wear a hat, they can make a deposit there, but that's not compulsory either. This is to come and have fun.
And I'd like to mention also, going back to the Iditarod dog sled race, if the woman does show up with a dog hat, I promise you no dogs were harmed during this.
That's right.
The dog will be alive, okay, if she's wearing a dog hat. It won't be a dead dog.
Okay,
Oh, no.
we got about a minute here. Let's go to some other things. You have a barbecue, blues, and rock night featuring Speakeasy at the Bell Buckle Banquet Hall, and that's going to be on March the 16th. And that's going to be is that sort of a St. Patrick's Day kind of a feel thing?
Yes, it is. It's going to be a St. Patty's Day celebration, and Speakeasy will do all different kinds of music and some rock and a little dancing going on. And
are you going to feed people that night?
We are. We're going to have a dinner. It's $20 per person. Doors open at 6 for the meal, and it's a lot of fun. I guess I should mention, if you want alcoholic beverages, you have to bring your own. We don't sell alcohol, or we don't handle it or anything, but you can bring a little wine or whatever you'd like.
Sure.
What do they call it? Libation?
A libation.
Yeah.
Adult beverage.
Adult beverages. Okay.
And then what else you got? What else you got coming up there?
Well,
got Scott Pallet coming.
Yep. Let's see here. I got to go to my teleprompter here. We've got the second annual Cabin Fever auction. It's Saturday and Sunday, March 23rd and 24th. Saturday starts at 10 a.m. until whenever we sell, and it's going to be kind of an upscale. We've got a high-end, some people coming in off the East Coast with some high-end antiques and stuff, so it's going to be real nice. On Sunday, then, we'll accept consignments, and if people want to get with Jewel Fine, they can contact him. If you go online, bellbucklebanquethall.com, all this is on there, and the phone numbers and everything, where you can contact everybody or contact us. We'll give you more information.
Because there's a lot of stuff going on down there. Y'all keep that little town up.
Well, I'm surprised that we've kind of overloaded ourselves this year, I think. The Easter Sunday buffet, Sunday, March 31st. It's at the Bell Buckle Banquet Hall from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And just to give you an idea, we're having prime rib, leg of lamb, Virginia baked ham, baked salmon, all kinds of casseroles, vegetables, fresh salads of all kinds, congealed salads, desserts. It's kind of an upscale kind of thing.
Sure.
And we have decided on the price on these buffets is $19.95 for the adults, $9.95 for the children 6 to 12. And it's a good deal for prime rib and everything. I'm telling you, and it's all you can eat.
Oh, make reservations; it'll sell out quickly.
Have to have reservations because you won't get in without them. I don't think.
And most of the time, there's music involved.
We do have a lot of times, but this time, like Easter and everything, we're so busy. It'll be Pandora playing, so there'll be nice music and a good sound system.
She does. Pandora's a good artist.
Pandora does good.
She does a good job.
And then I want to mention too, the people in this area. Scott Pallet has a group called Just Us. Everybody remembers Scooter, I'm sure, in the Tullahoma area. He's coming with his band, and they're fantastic. Scott's living down in Macon, Georgia now. It's a dinner and show Saturday, April 27th. You'll have to have reservations. There's limited seating. Again, you can call the banquet hall, and the numbers will be on banquet hall, bellbucklebanquethall.com.
Be on the chat and chew.
And yes, we'll send out the chat. I have one other that I need to announce, and that's Mother's Day. Oh, hello.
Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Buffet.
And it went away.
Yeah.
Mother's Day.
On Mother's Day,
Mother's Day.
But the best thing
big buffet.
The best thing to do is visit us on a regular basis at either the cafe or the shops at Southern Charm, and we'll tell you all the details about all this fun stuff that's happening.
And you can get on our email listings too, so we can notify you when we have something that you might be particularly interested in if you'd like. Anything else I forget?
That's it. You got it. Bell Buckle. Greg and Judy.
Thank you.
The Bell Buckle crew.
Yeah.
Glad to have you.
We're glad to be here.
Glad to help you.
Thank you all for being here.
We'll be back right after these messages.
Here at the International Dateline, charter scientists are bringing you tomorrow's technology today.
Good morning, Doctor.
Morning. Like the nation's most powerful internet and TV in HD with free DVR. Record your favorite shows to watch on your schedule, anytime in the future.
Good morning, Doctor.
Get a free DVR when you bundle and let it all in.
All right, we're back.
We are back. We are back.
Bell buckle, it's all happening in Bell buckle, isn't it?
Always, always. Those folks have it going on.
It is pretty phenomenal what's happened since Jay Gregory moved down there, isn't it?
It's always been a neat place, though.
Well,
Web School
and that whole deal down there.
The ice cream shop.
And who was the guy, Jimmy? I'll think of his name, but he's the one that really started promoting Bell Buckle about 30 years ago. Remember they called it the Enchanted Village for a while, and there were billboards on the interstate about come to Bell Buckle, the Enchanted Village. And he used to be on the Ralph Emery show in the mornings.
Yeah.
Talking about Bell Buckle. He was a real estate guy.
Yeah.
And of course, that's why he was doing it to,
right.
To get people down there and move some property. I'm
Right.
sure, but that was sort of the start of that whole deal. And about that time is when people started moving in and buying up those old buildings and redoing them. And
it's a fun place to go.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun to be had around
It's still got a
here.
country charm, I like that.
A lot of fun to be had. You had a good time down there when your band went down there and played. Great crowd.
We thoroughly enjoyed it. We're going back.
Food's phenomenal.
Food is awesome.
At that place. I mean, Greg and Jeanette, they know exactly what they're doing about that food stuff.
They really do.
All right, I'm seeing we're almost out of time.
We are almost out of time. What happens?
Are we ready to go?
Tullahoma and the surrounding area, folks, there's stuff going on.
Well, and don't forget, is it Saturday night, the history, the Michael Jackson show that's this
Saturday night.
That's a cancer
at South Jackson for Cat Murray.
Yeah.
And we're getting counted down, and we're getting ready to
say
go.
goodbye.
See you next time, folks.